When French journalist Florence Aubenas was kidnapped in Baghdad on January 5, 2005, along with her Iraqi colleague Hussein Hanoun al-Saadi, she was one of France's leading war correspondents. Over the course of 18 years at Libération, a left-leaning French daily founded by Jean-Paul Sartre in 1973, Aubenas had covered conflicts in Rwanda, Kosovo, Algeria, and Afghanistan. But the rallies, protests, and media campaigns carried out in France in support of Aubenas while she was in captivity would make her a household name in her country. After her release, she would go on to use her new celebrity to become a fierce advocate on behalf of French hostages. This was vital, because Aubenas' abduction came at the beginning of a surge in kidnappings and hostage-takings by criminals and terror groups. The successful effort to bring Aubenas home helped define France's approach to hostage-taking and shaped the global response. After Aubenas and Hanoun were taken at gunpoint, they were driven to one private home and then another. They never learned the name of the group that was holding them. "We are Mujahideen combating the Americans in Iraq," was the only thing her kidnappers told her. They locked her in a tiny, dank room in a building's basement and made her wear a gray sweatsuit emblazoned with the word Titanic. She was blindfolded and forbidden to speak. Hanoun was kept in the same room. Because the hostages were held in near complete silence, neither was aware of the other's proximity. In France, Aubenas' kidnapping was a huge national story. Portraits of Aubenas and Hanoun were hung in the Place de la République and from public squares in France and across all of Europe. Supporters rallied in front of the Eiffel Tower. Muslim students from all over France organized a meeting of solidarity and support at the Grand Mosque in Paris. The press freedom organization Reporters Sans Frontières, RSF, and Aubenas' newspaper Libération organized a benefit concert at the 2,000-seat Olympia Theater, featuring top talents like Alain Souchon and Patrick Bruel. On the 100th day of their captivity, every broadcaster, every French radio station, and nearly every media outlet in France made a coordinated public appeal. Brass bands across France participated in an event dubbed 1,000 Fanfares for the hostages. The French government was prepared to negotiate, but it was not able to make contact with the shadowy group that had kidnapped Aubenas and Hanoun. RSF General Secretary Robert Menard traveled to Aleppo and Beirut of his own initiative and without government support to meet with the Grand Mufti and representatives from Hezbollah. His efforts to open a communications channel came up empty. On March 1st, the kidnappers reached out in their own brutal way. They delivered a grainy video to news organizations in Baghdad. It showed Aubenas, gaunt and disheveled, begging for her life. "Please help me. My health is very bad. I'm very bad psychologically also," Aubenas said in English, as she sat against a dark background with her knees pressed up against her chest. "Please, it's urgent now. I ask especially Mr. Didier Julia, the French deputy, to help me. Please, Monsieur Julia, help me. It's urgent. Help me." The reference to Didier Julia was an indication that the kidnappers were also looking for a communication channel. Julia was a member of the French Parliament and an Arabic speaker. He had relationships with officials in the former government of Saddam Hussein, many of whom had joined the anti-U.S. insurgency. But the French government negotiators didn't trust Julia and didn't want to use him as an intermediary. On March 3rd, Julia was summoned to the office of the French spy agency Direction Générale de la Sécurité Extérieure, DGSE, and questioned. He was later told to butt out. Incensed, Julia claimed the DGSE didn't want Florence to be freed because she knows too much. His request for a meeting with President Jacques Chirac was rebuffed.